Ms. Price, good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, calling case Z807309 in the matter of Marlisa Price. Count one, we have operating while visibly impaired. Appearances for the record.
Your Honor, my name is Philip X. Walling, representing Ms. Price.
Thank you. Ms. Price, please state your first and last name for the record, ma'am.
Marlisa Price.
Thank you. My apologies for mispronouncing your first name. Today is the date and time scheduled for trial in this matter. Counsel, how would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, it's my understanding the people are not ready to proceed. I'd move to dismiss.
All right, Ms. Price, there is a plea recommendation form in the file from the Madam Prosecutor to dismiss this case. The court, for officer no recollection. The court will adopt this recommendation and your case will be dismissed without prejudice with stipulation of probable cause.
So stipulated.
Thank you. Ms. Price, do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Price, do you have any questions or concerns?
Yes. By me being on paternity leave, and I was wondering, like, far as me not having a vehicle or no license or no state ID, like how will I be able to receive those items of me being able to get back and forth to work or doctor's appointments?
The counsel, you can advise your client. I cannot advise your client.
Did they take your license?
Yes, the police took my license.
You need to go back to did you get a temporary license? You need to go to the Secretary of State and apply for a new license with your temporary.
Yeah, because they didn't give me any. They said the judge will be holding on to my license. So, and they never gave me anything. So I still have my 2019 expired license.
Well, this case has been dismissed, man. You can go to the Secretary of State and go get yourself a license.
Okay.
If this is the only thing jamming you up.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Price. You have a great day.
You do the same. Thank you.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Counsel, I'm gonna do phone right now. Good morning. Please unmute yourself. Oh, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Alex Giuliani appearing on behalf of Leonard Pummel, who's in my conference room.
Thank you. Calling case U582-37420, City of Detroit versus Leonard Pummel. Mr. Pummel, can you please state your first and last name for the record, sir?
Leonard William Pummel.
Thank you. Today's the date and time scheduled for a trial in this matter. Counsel, how would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, it appears that the people are not ready to proceed in this case, so we are asking that this case be dismissed.
Thank you. At this time, this matter is scheduled for trial at 8:35 a.m. Currently, the court's time is 10:14 a.m. The complaining officer is T. Moore of the Wayne County Sheriff's Office, badge number 3100. Officer Moore has failed to sign into this courtroom, failed to answer the court's call, and is currently not present. For these reasons stated, this matter will be dismissed for failure of the officer to appear.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Anything else that we need to address this morning, Counselor?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a good day. Goodbye.
Thank you. You too.
Oh, officer.
Yes, ma'am, he can go.
Hold on, attorney, 1 second. Do you have your client with you, Prescott, or is he?
No, he's in the
Yes,
room.
Your Honor. He's not here with me. He's on Zoom though.
All right, Officer Rosario, this matter was dismissed. You're free to go. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Yep.
All right. Mr. Prescott, we're ready to proceed. Calling case P1109623, City of Detroit versus Philip Prescott. Misdemeanor driving a registered or untitled vehicle. Appearances for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Purna Krishnamurthy, P82448, appearing via Zoom on behalf of my client, Mr. Philip Jordan Prescott. Mr. Prescott, will you please state your name for the record?
Hello, John Prescott.
Thank you. Counsel, today is date and time scheduled for a trial in this matter. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, the defense is prepared to proceed.
Okay. Are you making a motion? Or it looks to be, okay, today's date and time scheduled for trial. The complainant officer is Nicholas Frazier of the Detroit Police Department. Has Nicholas Frazier checked into the courtroom?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Officer Frazier has failed to sign into the courtroom, failed to answer the court's call. The people are not ready to proceed for these reasons stated. Counsel, are you making a motion to dismiss at this time?
Yes, Your Honor. The defense would be making a motion to dismiss based on the people's inability to proceed at this time.
Okay, thank you. The court will grant that motion, and this matter will be dismissed without prejudicial failure of the officer to appear.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
You too. Be safe. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Straight dismissal.
Court is bringing in Yvette Pierre at this time.
No officer judge.
I'm bringing in Yvette Pierre, counsel.
I heard.
Ms. Pierre, we're ready to proceed with your case, ma'am.
Okay,
Calling case U567-06220, City of Detroit versus Yvette Pierre. Appearances for the record.
Philip Walling representing Ms. Pierre. State your name, please.
Yvette Pierre.
Your Honor, today's date and time set for trial. No officer has appeared. Move to dismiss.
Okay, today's date and time scheduled for trial, as counsel has stated, at 8:35 a.m. Currently, the court's time is 10:17 a.m. The police officer is in Reno, badge number 4696. Officer Reno has failed to sign into this courtroom, failed to answer the court's call, and is currently not present. For these reasons stated, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice for failure of the officer to appear. Counsel, do you, okay.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Pierre, do you have any questions or concerns? Are you okay?
No, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, Ms. Pierre. You have a great day and be safe, okay?
Thank you, you too.
Thank you, bye-bye.
All of those are ready to go. They have pleas. You know, just keep them.
Bringing in Paul, counsel, Brenda Paul.
Judge. He's here, but he didn't get a chance to talk to me with counsel, because when he went into the room, he wasn't there or something.
All right, Ms. Paul, good morning to you. Thank you very much. We're here ready to proceed with your case. Calling case P117770, City of Detroit versus Brenda Paul, count 1, civil infraction, no valid registration certificate. Calling case P11077772, City of Detroit versus Brenda Paul, count 1, driving while license suspended, repeat offender, misdemeanor, count 2, misdemeanor, improper plates, count 3, misdemeanor, no insurance. Appearances for the record.
Philip Walling representing Ms. Paul. State your name, please, ma'am.
Brenda Paul.
Your Honor, there is a recommendation that if the court accepts Ms. Paul's plea to the driving while license suspended, the people will amend the charge to failure to display a no-point ticket, and the balance of the matters to be dismissed. That's what Ms. Paul wishes to do. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Paul, please raise your right hand for the record. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you'll give to the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you?
Yes.
Okay, you may lower your right hand at this time. Counsel, did you review the advice of rights with Ms. Paul?
I did.
Okay, Ms. Paul, do you understand that do you wish to move forward with this plea recommendation where you plead guilty to an amended charge to failure to display from the original charge of driving while license suspended repeat offender?
Yes.
Okay, do you understand that if I accept your plea today that you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
Do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to have witnesses called to your defense at trial?
Yes.
Do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to cross-examine any prosecution witnesses at trial?
Yes.
Do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to testify or to remain silent without any inference being drawn from your silence?
yes,
And do you also understand that you're giving up your presumption of innocence and the requirement that guilt be proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
yes,
Okay, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything beyond this plea recommendation today to get you to tender a plea of guilty?
no,
And are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
yes,
Okay, all right, Ms. Paul, the court would now like to direct your attention to the date of August 22nd, 2020 at approximately 4:54 p.m. Were you in the area of Plymouth Road eastbound direction in Warwick Street in the city of Detroit?
yes,
Were you driving a 2004 Cadillac?
yes,
And on that daytime and location, were you driving while your license suspended and this is a repeat offense?
yes,
Okay. Counsel, are you satisfied?
I am.
Thank you. The court is satisfied with accept your client's plea of guilty to an amended charge declared to display pursuant to the recommendation with the stipulation of probable cause and will dismiss all other cases before your client without prejudice with stipulation of probable cause. Counsel,
So
please stipulate.
stipulated.
Thank you, counsel. Counsel, at this time, please address this court on behalf of your client prior to sentencing in this matter.
Your Honor, because of this matter, I'm asking the court to sentence Ms. Paul's to a standard fines and costs. Ms. Paul, you need time to pay this?
please. Just
How
about
long do you
30 days.
think- Can she
Just
have
about
30
30
days to
days.
pay, Judge?
Okay, Ms. Paul, are you employed, ma'am?
Yes,
Okay, the court is going to impose a minimum fine of $5, mandatory court costs in the amount of $190, leaving you with a balance owing of $195. The court will make that due by April 16th, that's 30 days, okay?
okay,
Ms. Paul, are you familiar with how you can make payment to this court?
yes,
Oh, okay, Ms. Paul. Ms. Paul, this doesn't include your hearing. You have a wonderful day and please be safe, okay?
thank you.
All right, thank you. Take care. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
At this time, the court is bringing in Petway.
Yeah, he was the first one here. Sorry, Judge.
All right, Mr. Petway, if you could please start your video for the court and connect to audio, sir. Were you having issues with his audio earlier?
No, he was fine. There he is.
All right, he's connecting to audio now.
There he is.
All right, Mr. Petway, we're ready to proceed with your case. Thank you for your patience, sir.
You're
Calling
welcome.
case P-
Thank you.
You're welcome. Calling case P842476, City of Detroit versus Devin Petway. Count 1, driving while license suspended, repeat offender misdemeanor. Calling case P801961, City of Detroit versus Devin Petway. Count 1, misdemeanor, improper plates. Count 2, misdemeanor, driving a registered or untitled vehicle. Count 3, misdemeanor, no insurance. Calling case 711907, City of Detroit versus Devin Petway. Count 1, misdemeanor, driver's license never required. Calling case P10733640, City of Detroit versus Devin Petway. Count 1, driving while license suspended, misdemeanor. Appearances for the record.
Philip X. Walling, representing Mr. Petway. State your name, please, sir.
Devin Petway.
Your Honor, the recommendation is if the court accepts Mr. Petway's to plea to driving while license suspended reoffender, the people will amend that charge to failure to display and the balance of the tickets to be dismissed. My client thrills to that offer.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Counsel, your client is here for an arraignment on the bench warrant at 8:38 this morning. I'm not sure if he's been arraigned.
No, Your Honor, I would waive any kind of formal reading of the tickets and stand mute at this time. Please recall the warrants.
Okay, thank you. A plea of not guilty will be entered on your client's behalf. Mr. Petway, I understand that you're waiving your trial rights in this time and you would like to enter a plea. Can you please raise your right hand for the court, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you'll give to the court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you?
I do.
All right, you may lower your right hand at this time. Mr. Petway, counsel, you reviewed the advice of rights form with your client today?
I have.
Okay, Mr. Petway, do you understand that if you accept this plea of guilty, is it your wish to move forward with this plea of guilty as explained by counsel today, Mr. Petway?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Petway, you understand that if I accept your plea of guilty today, that you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
You understand that you'll be giving up your right to have witnesses called to your defense at trial?
Yes.
You understand that you'll be giving up your right to cross-examine any prosecution witnesses at trial?
Yes.
And do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to testify or to remain silent without any inference being drawn from your silence?
Yes.
And lastly, do you understand that you're giving up your presumption of innocence and the requirement that guilt be proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Pedway, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything beyond this plea recommendation today to get you to tender a plea of guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Pedway, the court wants to direct your attention to the date of April 4th, 2018 at approximately 1:15 p.m. Were you in the area of Grand River Avenue and Wabash Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you driving a 2011 white Dodge vehicle?
Excuse me, I couldn't hear you.
Were you driving a 2011 white Dodge vehicle?
2011 white Dodge.
Do you have a Dodge vehicle that you were driving on April 4th, 2018 at 1:15 p.m.?
Oh, Jesus.
Did you all review
I
this
don't-
fact?
I don't have a white Dodge. I have a 2011 blue Chevy Impala.
Okay, well, counsel, he's saying that this is not him. He's not pleading guilty. Counsel?
Yes, I hear you, Judge. I'm wondering if well, I'd be happy to talk to him again if you'd like.
I'm not gonna accept the guilty plea if he's saying it's not him. Here.
Okay,
please
you want me to talk to him?
breakout room. Please join breakout room 1 for me.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, both of you. You're welcome.
So. Correct, because he was in the room and he went in there, but I guess, I don't know, Mr. Pringle didn't hear or anything. So yeah, he did not talk to that person, but, we are online. Oh, okay.
Mr. Pringle, good
Yes.
morning to you. Welcome
Good
to
morning.
virtual. My name is Christina Robinson Garrett. I'm the judge presiding over this case. The attorney this morning tried to speak with you and tried multiple times, but was unable to speak with you because you were not available when he went into the room to speak with you. So I've checked you back in. I'm going to give him an opportunity to speak with you. I'm going to put you in a breakout room. I need you to join that breakout room and stay in that breakout room until we're ready to proceed. I'm in the middle of hearing cases, so I can't talk to you right now. I just need you to join, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Join breakout room 2 for me. Thank you. All right, counsel, are we ready?
Yes, he's going to continue his not guilty plea, Judge.
Okay, very well. Mr. Petway, if you can please leave the breakout room.
There we go.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Petway.
Thank
All
you.
right, we're back on the record. Counsel, how are we proceeding?
At this time, Your Honor, my client wishes to continue his not guilty plea. We're asking this matter be set for a bench trial at the court's convenience.
All right, Mr. Petway, are you waiving your presence today to have this case heard in person, and are you agreeing to have this case heard by Zoom today, sir?
Yes.
And are you agreeing to have your bench trial held by Zoom as well?
Yes.
Okay, the court is going to schedule your bench trial for May 7th, 2021 at 8:35 a.m. This will be held by Zoom. Mr. Petway, please don't tell the court the number of your home address, but are you still on Eileen Street?
Yes.
Okay, we will be sending you a new notice in the mail with your next hearing date and time, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome, Mr. Petway. Mr. Petway, you have a wonderful weekend and be safe.
You as well.
Thank you, goodbye.
Oh, sorry, Judge.
Bringing in Shawana Phillips. Phillips, we're ready to proceed.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Calling case X36730866, City of Detroit, State of Michigan, I'm sorry, versus, how do I pronounce your first name, ma'am?
Shawana.
Shawana, okay, Shawana Phillips, count 1 misdemeanor, driving without operator's license, count 2 misdemeanor, driving a registered vehicle, count 3 misdemeanor, motor vehicle operation without security. Appearances for the record.
Your Honor, my name is Philip X. Walling, representing Ms. Phillips. State your name, please.
Shawana DeLeanne Phillips.
Your Honor, these matters are all, I believe, state tickets. I'm asking the court, if there is no recommendation, to use the memorandum of understanding. My client will be tendering a plea to the amended charge of failure to display and the balance of the tickets to be dismissed pursuant to that memorandum if there's not a recommendation there.
From the state, yeah, I put it in there. What a ticket over, Judge, I wrote a little sticky note. Yeah, that's what the state said.
Oh, okay. There is a recommendation from the state. My apologies, I didn't see it. Okay, the recommendation from the state is for your client to plead guilty to count 1 as charged, driving without operator's license, first offense, with a dismissal of counts 2 and 3 for driving a registered vehicle and motor vehicle operation without security.
That's acceptable to me. How about you, Ms. Phillips?
That's acceptable.
Okay, well, counsel, I mean, have you talked to Ms. Phillips about this? Does she understand the implications of this plea?
Yes, Your Honor, we have talked about it.
Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, Ms. Phillips, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give to this court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you?
Yes.
All right, you may lower your right hand at this time. Ms. Phillips, are you waiving your presence to have this case heard in person, and are you agreeing to have this case heard by Zoom today?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Phillips, counsel, did you all review Ms. Phillips' advice and rights today?
Yes, I did.
Okay, Ms. Phillips, do you understand that if I accept your plea of guilty, that you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
Do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to have witnesses called to your defense at trial?
Yes.
And do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to cross-examining prosecution witnesses at trial?
Yes.
And do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to testify or to remain silent without any inference being drawn from your silence?
Yes.
Thank you. And lastly, do you understand that you're giving up your presumption of innocence and the requirement that guilt be proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Phillips, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything beyond this plea recommendation today to get you to tender a plea of guilty?
No.
And are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Okay. The court would now like to direct your attention to the date of January 16, 2020 at approximately 1:40 p.m. Were you in the area of Linwood Street and Davison Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you driving a 2007 black Chrysler vehicle?
Yes.
And on that date, time, and location, were you driving without a valid operator's license?
Yes.
Okay, counsel, you satisfied the factual basis for this plea?
I am.
Okay. The court is satisfied, will accept your client's plea of guilty to count 1 without prejudice, with stipulation of probable cause, and will dismiss counts 2 and 3 without prejudice with stipulation of probable cause. And the counsel, thank you. Okay, counsel, how would you like to address this court at this time on behalf of your client?
Ma'am, are you going to need time to pay this fines and costs?
Yes, sir.
30 days going to be enough?
It all depends on how much it is because I'm taking care of my 5 younger children by myself.
I have nothing further to add, Your Honor.
All right, and Ms. Phillips, are you working full-time?
No, ma'am.
And are you receiving financial assistance from the state?
Just food stamps benefits.
Okay, are you looking for work?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, the court does find, based upon Ms. Phillips currently being unemployed, receiving food assistance from the state of Michigan, and currently is not receiving any income, is currently looking for work. The court will find good cause that you're suffering from a manifest financial hardship and waive all costs and fines.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, Ms. Phillips. Ms. Phillips, you have a great day, okay? Be safe.
You too, thank you.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
At this time, the court is bringing in Kevin Piatowski.
Yes.
Mr. Piatowski, I need you to please start your video, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're ready to hear your case today. Please start. Thank you. Calling case U-576-3120, City of Detroit versus Kevin Piatowski. Appearances for the record.
Philip Walling
I'm sorry,
representing
ma'am.
Kevin Piatkowski. State your name now, sir.
Kevin Piatowski.
Your Honor, at this time, my client wishes to continue his not guilty plea and set this matter for bench trial. Zoom it would be just fine, Your Honor. I have told him the offer that the people have made, and at this time, he rejects it.
Okay. All right. Mr. Piatowski, you understand you have a right to a trial, right to assistance of counsel at all proceedings?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand that you have a right to have counsel appointed to represent you at public expense in the event that you are unable to afford one and conviction could result in incarceration of any kind?
Yes, ma'am. I plan on hiring counsel.
You plan on hiring counsel?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you also understand you have a right to a jury trial, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You understand by requesting your bench trial today that you are waiving your right to a jury trial, is that correct?
I'm sorry, ma'am.
You're waiving your right to a jury trial by requesting a bench trial today. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. I was under the impression that I was hiring an attorney and I was pleading not guilty, ma'am.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do, counsel. He's hiring his own attorney. I'm not going to schedule this matter for a trial date right now. I'm going to schedule it for a final pretrial to give him an opportunity to hire his attorney, so his attorney who he's hiring can decide which type of trial he would like, okay?
That's fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, we're going to schedule this matter for a pretrial, for a final pretrial date for April 23rd, 2021. Mr. Piatowski, you will need to make sure that the attorney that you hire is made aware of your next pretrial date, your final pretrial date. It will be by Zoom at 8:35 a.m. That date will be April 23rd, 2021. Mr. Piatowski, are you still on Fox Street? Please do not tell the court the
Yes.
numbers of your address.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we will be sending you a new notice in the mail with that next hearing date and time. And the court has made a note on the file that you will be retaining counsel, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this does conclude your hearing for today, sir. Any questions or concerns?
No, ma'am. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, sir. You be safe and have a great weekend, okay?
Thank you. You too, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Thank you. Goodbye. Court is bringing in Victoria Powell at this time. Ms. Powell, please unmute yourself and please start your camera, ma'am. Ms. Powell, ready to proceed. Good morning. Calling case P10845571, City of Detroit versus Victoria Powell, count 1, driving while license suspended. Calling case P1109533, City of Detroit versus Victoria Powell, count 1, misdemeanor, driving while license not valid or improper license. Appearances for the record.
Philip Walling representing Ms. Powell. State your name, please.
Victoria Powell.
Your Honor, at this time, my client wishes to tender a plea pursuant to the people's offer.
All right, Ms. Powell, can you please raise your right hand for the court, ma'am? You swear or affirm the testimony you'll give to this court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you may lower your hand at this time, ma'am. All right, Ms. Powell, are you waiving your physical presence to be in this courtroom today, and are you agreeing to have your case heard on Zoom?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Powell, counsel, did you review your advice of rights with Ms. Powell today?
Yes,
All right, Ms. Powell, do you understand that if I accept your plea today, that you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
Do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to have witnesses called in your defense at trial?
Yes.
Do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to cross-examine any prosecution witnesses at trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to testify or to remain silent without any inference being drawn from your silence?
Yes.
And do you understand that you're giving up your presumption of innocence and the requirement that guilt is proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes.
Okay, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything beyond this plea recommendation today to get you to tender a plea of guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Powell, at this time, the court would like to direct your attention to the date of September 3rd, 2020 at approximately 11:55 a.m. Were you in the area of Grand River Avenue and Oakland Boulevard in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you driving a 2007 white Pontiac vehicle?
Yes.
And were you driving while your license was not valid?
Yeah, that was brought to my attention. Yes.
Okay, all right, counsel, are you satisfied with the factual basis for this plea?
yes,
Thank you. The court is satisfied and will accept your client's plea of guilty to an amended charge of failure to display pursuant to the recommendation with the stipulation of probable cause, and will dismiss the other case before Ms. Powell today without prejudice with stipulation of probable cause.
so stipulated.
Thank you. All right, counsel, please address this court on behalf of your client prior to sentencing today.
Are you employed right now, Ms. Powell?
I'm not.
Are you receiving any kind of assistance from the state?
Social Security.
Your Honor, I'd ask the court to consider waiving fines and costs in this manner.
All right, Ms. Powell, are you looking for employment, ma'am?
Not at this time, no.
Okay, is there a reason for that?
Yes, I am a full-time care provider of a special needs person, and I don't have any assistance with that person, for that person.
Okay, Ms. Powell, based upon the admissions made to this court today, the court does find good cause that you're suffering from a manifest financial hardship and will waive all costs and fines.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ms. Powell, any questions or concerns, ma'am?
No, ma'am, thank you.
You're welcome, Ms. Powell. Wishing you the best, and you take care and be safe, okay?
You too, thanks.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
All right, bringing in Pinkins.
Yeah.
Pinkins?
All right, Mr. Pinkins, we're ready for your case, sir. Calling case
Oh.
P/66957, City of Detroit versus Darian Pinkins, count 1, driving while license not valid or improper license misdemeanor, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Calling case C/531800, City of Detroit versus Darian Pinkins, count 1, misdemeanor, driving while license suspended, count 2, speeding 45 in the 30 miles per hour zone. Civil infraction. Calling case P1091818, City of Detroit versus Darian Pinkins, count 1, misdemeanor, driving while license suspended, repeat offender, count 2, civil infraction, 1 to 5 miles per hour over posted speed, count 3, civil infraction, no proof of insurance. Appearances for the record.
Philip Walling representing Mr. Pinkins. State your name, please, sir.
Darren Pinkins.
Your Honor, my client will tender a plea. We waive any kind of formal reading, Your Honor. Ask the court to recall the warrants.
So ordered, and the court will enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, my client wishes to tender plea pursuant to the people's offer.
All right, Mr. Pinkins, I'm just reviewing this offer now, just making sure I have it all together. Okay, so Mr. Pinkins, the court is offering, the prosecutor is offering for you to plead guilty to 1 misdemeanor, to an amended charge to failure to display from the original charge of driving while license suspended / repeat offender, and also for you to plead responsible to speeding 1 to 5 miles per hour over the posted speed with the dismissal of all other cases, sir. Is this your understanding of the plea recommendation being offered to you today, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, can you please raise your right hand for the court, sir? You swear or affirm the testimony you'll give to this court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you?
Yes, I do.
All right, counsel, did you review your client's advice of rights form with him today?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Pinkett, do you understand that if I accept your plea of guilty today, sir, that you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you also understand that you'll be giving up your right to have witnesses called to your defense at trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and you also understand that you'll be giving up your right to cross-examine any prosecution witnesses at trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to testify or to remain silent without any inference being drawn from your silence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and do you understand you're giving up your presumption of innocence and the requirement that guilt be proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Pinkett, at this time, the court would like to direct your attention to the date of June 22nd, 2020 at approximately 12:14 p.m. Were you in the area of West Chicago Street and Grandmont Avenue in the city of Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you driving a 2017 Great Dodge vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
And on that daytime and location, were you driving while your license was suspended and it was a repeat offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, counsel, are you satisfied with the factual basis?
I am.
All right, also, on that date and time, were you speeding 1 to 5 miles per hour over the posted speed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, counsel, the court will adopt your client's plea of guilty to an amended charge to failure to display on count 1 and will accept your client's plea of responsible as charged to speeding 1 to 5 miles per hour over the posted speed pursuant to the recommendation with the stipulation of probable cause.
So stipulated.
Thank you, and the court will dismiss all other cases before your client today without prejudice with stipulation of probable cause.
So stipulated.
Thank you. Counsel, at this time, would you please address the court?
Are you working, Mr. Pinkins?
Yes, I am.
And do you need some time to pay these tickets? Or you're gonna get these paid today?
I need some time to pay.
We think 30 days will do it?
Yes, it will.
Okay. Ask the court for 30 days to pay the reasonable fines and costs that you will impose.
Okay, Mr. Pinkins, the court will assess a fine of $5, mandatory court cost in the amount of $190 on the misdemeanor. That will be due in 30 days, which will be April 16th, 2021. And then for the civil infraction, that's a fine that's statutorily mandated by the state of Michigan. It's $125. You have 14 days to make that payment, but the court will also give you 30 days to make that payment, and that payment will also be due on April 16th, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Mr. Pinkins, are you familiar with how you can make payment to this court?
No, the last time I made a payment, I went online and
Yes,
made
you
my
can still-
payment.
Yes, you can still go online. I'm also going to send you by way of the Zoom portal chat instructions on how you can make payment with all of our different options. We have a new option called phone pay, where you can call this number 24/7 hours a day in English and in Spanish. And you can pay in that way as well. And counsel, I'm sending it to you so that you're aware as well.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You see that? If you can screenshot that, that gives you all the information you need to make payment.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Sir, let me know when you've done that, and I'm going to remove you from the courtroom, okay?
Okay,
All right. Are you ready? Are you done?
yes,
Okay. Take care and have a great day.
you too. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, at this time, bringing in Reginald Poole. Mr. Poole?
Yes.
All right, we're ready to hear your case. Calling case P807766, City of Detroit versus Reginald Poole, count 1, misdemeanor, failure to display a valid operator's license, not on person. Count 2, no insurance, misdemeanor. Calling case P744435, City of Detroit versus Reginald Poole, count 1, failure to display a valid operator's license, not on person. Calling case P548059, City of Detroit versus Reginald Poole, count 1, driving while license not valid or improper license. Appearances for the record.
My name is Philip X. Walling, representing Reginald Poole. State your name, please, sir.
My name is Reginald Poole.
Your Honor, at this time, my client wishes to continue his not guilty plea, and we're asking this matter be set for a bench trial via Zoom.
All right, Mr. Poole, Do you understand you have a right to a trial and the right to assistance of counsel at all proceedings?
Can you repeat that, Your Honor?
Mr. Poole, do you understand that you have a right to a trial and the right to assistance of counsel at all proceedings?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have the right to have counsel appointed to represent you at public expense in the event that you are unable to afford one and conviction could result in incarceration of any kind?
Yes, I understand.
And do you understand that you have a right to a jury trial when required by law?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Poole, the court is going, you understand that you're waiving your right to a jury trial, is that correct?
I'm waiving my rights to a jury trial.
You're requesting a bench trial. That's what counsel has told me today. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Are you waiving your physical presence to have this case heard in person today? And are you agreeing to have this case heard by Zoom today, sir?
Yes, that's fine. Yes.
Okay. And are you agreeing to have this trial held by Zoom as well?
Yes.
Is that yes?
Yes. Excuse me.
Okay. The court is going to schedule your trial for May 7th, 2021 at 8:35 a.m. The court will send you a notice in the mail with this date and time, sir. Sir, are you still located on Carlisle Street? Please don't tell the court the numbers of your home address.
Yes.
Okay, we will be sending you a notice in the mail that day, okay?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Let's conclude your hearings for today. You have a great day.
You have a better one. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
The rebel that's on there, the rebel for, that's this person. She got kicked out, but she has been spoken to.
Bringing in Ms. Phillips. All right, Ms. Phillips, we're ready to hear your case. Can you please connect to audio?
Oh, I'm sorry. She's talking to someone.
Yeah, she doesn't look like she's paying attention at all.
No,
Do you have her phone number?
no, ma'am.
She's not ready.
Miss Phillips.
All right,
Yes.
Attorney Walling,
Yes.
can you call the courtroom? I need you to
Yes.
speak with the clerk. Do you have the phone number?
I called it earlier. Will you give it to me again, Judge?
Yes, 965
2408.
2408.
Okay.
I think he knows the thing, but okay, no
Oh,
problem.
do you have the offer for Pringle? Do you know what that offer is already?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, well, never mind. You don't need to call the courtroom anymore. I didn't know you knew already. All right,
Oh.
I'm putting you into breakout room number 2.
I'm sorry, Judge. I'm sorry. I don't have the offer on Pringle. Thought you were talking about,
Okay.
Phillips.
Okay, we'll
So
call the
I will
court so you
call.
can speak with my clerk privately. Thank you. All right, I'm going to mute Attorney Wiley while I try and work on her, and then I'm also going to bring in Mr. Panko. See if we can get him
Okay.
as well.
Here's Mr. Panko here.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Panko, I need you to start your video. Can you hear me, Mr. Panko? Ms. Phillips, I need you to also do your audio. Thank you.
No, sorry. No insurance.
Ms. Phillips, are you able to hear me?
And that's gonna go for you to display. This is driving registered untitled. Yeah, but hold on, he got on here. Okay, so driver's license never expired and no insurance. If you take a plea on either one of those, he'll dismiss everything else, which is no operators, multiple ops, and improper lights drove, no without lights, and no insurance. two cities. Okay, one city goes to failure to display, another one goes to improper place. The state is saying if he pleads on either driver's license never acquired or no insurance, plead on one, and he'll dismiss everything else. Okay? Okay. Okay, yes. Okay, Okay. Is she looking?
Attorney Walling, I'm going to place, you're in breakout room number 2 with Mr. Pringle. Please join now. Ms. Phillips, Mr. Panko. If I'm unable to hear you this morning, we will not be able to proceed with your cases.
She not.
And it seems like Miss Phillips just completely gave up. She was trying.
Okay, Ms. Phillips. I will send more chats to them if they're not ready to proceed at the time we call the
This is the case here. Sit right there. I hope you can understand my note. But I'm about to.
Panko looks like he's trying to connect.
Because Miss Phillips is just talking to someone.
Yes, I'm not sure.
And I think,
Oh, she sees something. She see your chat, Judge.
Yeah.
and I think Mr. Pankowski is,
She doesn't connect. I'm not hearing. I cannot hear you, the case.
Okay, Mr. Panko is connected, Judge. Now he
Mr. Panko?
Yes.
Mr. Yes. All right, Mr. Panko, we will not be able to proceed with your case. We couldn't hear you before, and I need you to start your video. I've just sent you a request to start video. I need you to do that for me now.
Okay.
All right, thank you. And you can stay there right on the screen. We're going to begin with your case as soon as the attorney returns. He's speaking with another litigant right now, okay?
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome, thank you.
Okay, Ms.
Oh,
Phillips.
wait, you have not spoken with the attorney, have you?
No, he has
Oh.
not, because we couldn't connect to him.
Correct,
So
okay.
he has.
Mr. Panko, I'm gonna put you in breakout room 1. I want you to join for me now, okay?
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Does he have his own?
No, because we never, he never got a chance to come in.
Is his case in here?
No, ma'am, I gave it to you,
Okay.
separate.
All right.
And,
Here, we probably need it to talk with him.
Okay, no problem. Yes, ma'am. This is Pringle. So I wrote on here, this is the state. And they say if he pleads on either one of those counts, he dismissing everything else. That's the state. That's what that means. So I tried to write it so you can get what I was trying to say.
All right, Ms. Phillips, I've sent you a couple of messages. If you're able to hear me, I do need you to connect to audio.
She saw a message and then she was waving, but I don't know what happened now. She's leaving. Oh my God, lady, you got a good deal. Oh, sorry. I just say you got a good deal.
All right, Ms. Phillips, I do need you to join, ma'am.
This is the courtroom, yeah.
Judge, you want me to hold back up my sign, but I don't think she.
Yes, if you can, that would be helpful. Thank you.
Everything is open. I'll give it to you now. It's 360. 360 again.
She's not looking at me.
No, it doesn't appear that she is.
No, that's the Zoom.
Thank you for trying.
Once you're in the Zoom app, then you will put in the meeting ID number and hit.
All right, Attorney Walling, I need you to call the court now because Mr. Panko has now connected to audio, and I need you to go over the offer with Madam Clerk. Can you call back the courtroom?
This is Mr. Who?
Panko, Pankow.
Pankow.
That's correct.
Mr. Hancock, he has one charge, is no insurance, and they're amending that to improper plates.
Ms. Phillips is connected, Your Honor.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm having troubles.
Oh, that's okay, Ms. Phillips. I just wanted to make sure we could handle your case today. I couldn't handle it if I couldn't hear you, okay?
Oh, thank
All
you,
right.
Lord.
You had an opportunity to speak with the attorney already today, correct?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Phillips, we're gonna begin with your case. I just ask that you stay connected to audio and be ready to proceed. He has to talk with one more litigant, and then we're gonna be ready for you, okay? I'm gonna place you in a waiting room, but when I place you in that waiting room and bring you back in, I need you to be ready to proceed,
I'm having
okay?
trouble with the audio, so I don't know. Can I just say like this?
Yes, you can stay this way. That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
If you'd like me to talk to Mr. Panko, Your Honor, I'm ready at this time.
Okay, you're in with Mr. Panko now, counsel. Ms. Phillips, just so you know, we are streaming live on YouTube, so I want to make sure that you remain in a quiet background and that you are stationed. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Pate, I'm gonna have to call you back. I have your number to call you back. I'm in session. Okay, I'm gonna take care of you. Just you gotta give me a chance to get on this session, okay? Thanks. Oh, I'm like, what is it? Sorry. Okay. You did talk to her.
Yes.
Okay, I was just informing you.
Yes.
She was her. Okay.
All right. Attorney Walling?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are we ready to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Ms. Phillips, we're going to begin with you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Calling case P1092660, City of Detroit versus, is it Dinesha?
Denisha.
Denisha Phillips, my apologies. Count 1, misdemeanor, driving while license not valid or improper license. Count 2, no insurance, misdemeanor. Appearances for the record.
Yep, Your Honor, my name is Philip X. Walling, representing Ms. Phillips. State your name, Ms. Phillips.
Denisha Phillips.
Your Honor, there is a recommendation that if my client pleads to count 1, they're going to amend that to failure to display and dismiss count 2. I've discussed this with Ms. Phillips, and that's what she wishes to do. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Phillips, please raise your right hand for the court, ma'am.
Yes.
You swear affirm the testimony you'll give to the court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Phillips, you may lower your right hand at this time. Ms. Phillips, are you waiving your physical presence to be in this courtroom today? And are you agreeing to have this case heard by Zoom today, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Phillips, do you understand that you have a right to a trial and the right to assistance? Oh, well, counsel, you reviewed the advice of rights with counsel today, is that correct? With your
Yes, I
client?
have.
Okay, Ms. Phillips, do you understand the advice of your plea of guilty today that you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
You understand that you'll be giving up your right to have witnesses called to your defense at trial?
Yes.
You understand that you'll be giving up your right to cross-examine any prosecution witnesses at trial?
Yes.
You understand that you'll be giving up your right to testify or to remain silent without any inference being drawn from your silence?
Yes.
You understand that you're giving up your presumption of innocence and the requirement that guilt be proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Phillips, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything beyond this plea recommendation to get you to tender a plea of guilty today?
No.
And are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Phillips, the court would like to direct your attention to the date of June 22nd, 2020 at approximately 1:59 p.m. Were you in the area of Evergreen Road southbound direction and Capitol Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you driving a 2010 white Ford vehicle?
Yes.
And on that date, time, and location, were you driving while your license was not valid or improper?
Correct.
Counsel, are you satisfied with the factual basis for this plea?
Yes.
The court is satisfied and will accept your client's plea of guilty to an amended charge of failure to display pursuant to the recommendation with the stipulation of probable cause.
So stipulated.
All right. Counsel, at this time, the court will dismiss count 2 without prejudice with stipulation of probable cause.
So stipulated.
Counsel, please address this court on behalf of your client at this time.
Ma'am, are you working at this time?
Right now I'm just collecting my unemployment and my disability. Well,
Okay. Your Honor, under these extraordinary circumstances and times, I'm asking the court to consider waiving fines and costs.
All right, Ms. Phillips, are you currently looking for work?
yes.
Okay, and are you unemployed as a result of the pandemic?
Yes.
Okay, based upon the admissions made to court, the court will accept the recommendation from counsel and does find the cause that Ms. Phillips. I'm sorry, Ms. Phillips?
I didn't hear you.
Oh, I'm still speaking. I'm saying that based upon the admissions made to this court, that Ms. Phillips has stated to the court does find the cause that Ms. Phillips has suffered from a manifest financial hardship and will waive all fines and costs in this matter.
Thank you so much.
Ms. Phillips, this concludes your hearing for today. At this time, I'm going to remove you from the virtual courtroom. I hope you have a great weekend and be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this time, I'm bringing in Mr. Panko and Mr. Pringle, and I will, oh, it's still on.
I did change it.
All right, Mr. Panko and Mr. Pringle, thank you both. I'm gonna begin hearing your cases now, okay? I'm gonna place you in a waiting room. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to begin with Mr. Pringle. Mr. Pringle, calling case 204-943-543, City of Detroit versus Sherman Pringle, count 1, misdemeanor driving a registered or untitled vehicle. Calling case P10274448, City of Detroit versus Sherman Pringle, count 1, driver's license never acquired, count 2, no insurance. Calling case X3783531, State of Michigan versus Sherman Pringle, count 1, no operator's license, multiple ops, count 2, improper lights, driving without lights. Calling case 204-943-541, City of Detroit versus Sherman Pringle, count 1, driving while license suspended, misdemeanor. Calling case 204-943-542, City of Detroit versus Sherman Pringle, count 1, misdemeanor, no insurance. Appearances for the record.
Your Honor, my name is Philip X. Walling, representing Mr. Pringle. State your name, please, sir.
Sherman Pringle.
Your Honor, I've discussed this matter with Mr. Pringle. He's going to tender a plea of guilty pursuant to the people's recommendation. And if I may, Your Honor, one of those tickets will go from a driving while license suspended, a 2-point ticket, to be amended to failure to display. And bottom line, Your Honor, my client will be tendering to 2 improper plate. One is an amendment from no insurance, and one is a recommendation from the state with regards to a dismissal. And that's what my client wishes to do. Is that correct, Mr. Pringle?
Yes.
Okay, I'm a little confused, because what I see here is that your client pleads on either count 1 or count 2 on case P1027448, that they're willing to dismiss case X3783531, count 1, for no operator's license, counsel. And then I also have these other cases where they're saying, I'm not understanding.
Judge, I don't have benefit of a docket.
So, this is only, this only covers these 2 cases. These 3, whatever. This is the city, these are cities. This would go with the city, oh, this goes over here. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, I'm sorry,
All
that's
right.
my.
Thanks, Judge, because I had some technical difficulties this morning, so I don't have a docket.
Okay, so counsel, what I'm seeing is that on case 204943542, your client is being allowed to plead to an amended charge to improper plate. And on case 204943541, your client is being able to plead to an amended charge to failure to display. With count 3 on that case for driving an unregistered or untitled vehicle being dismissed. The
Right.
state case of X3783531 will be dismissed if your client pleads guilty as charged to either count 1 or count 2 on P1027448, but the city is dismissing count 1, so your client will be pleading guilty to the no insurance, is that correct?
And my understanding was that was going to be amended to improper plate.
So
which is the standard.
that's on the city case, but not on the state case. The city did not amend that case to improper plates. They amended case 204943542, which was for no insurance to improper plates. There were 2 no insurances, one was the city, the state.
Right. My understanding for the state only, we've got the city, I agree with the city recommendation, is that I could pick one and he would amend it to failure to improper plate. So for my ease, I made it 1 state no insurance, 1 city no insurance, both amended to improper plate, which is the standard offer.
Let me explain this to you, Attorney Wallen. The plea recommendation from the city of Detroit does not allow for him to choose which one he wants. They're saying they're going to dismiss count 1 for driver's license never acquired, and they're willing to give him the recommendation to amend the 1 failure to display and the improper plates on the city charges only if he pleads guilty to count 2 on the state, not count 1.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's why I'm saying he would have to plead guilty to the no insurance on the state, but what I'm trying to tell you is that there is no recommendation to amend that no insurance from the state at all.
Okay,
So
I got you.
I think you need to talk back to your client so he has a full understanding of exactly what's being offered to him, because he needs to decide whether he wants to move forward with this. Please join breakout room 1 for me now.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
He was in here. He was on Zoom because I asked him and I was writing it down. Okay. He was on Zoom. He was on there and I was writing it down as he was. Okay. No problem, Joe.
We are ready to proceed, Your Honor, pursuant to the people's recommendation.
All right, Mr. Pringle's out of the courtroom. Bringing him in now. Mr. Pringle, please unmute yourself.
Yes,
All right, Mr. Pringle, please raise your right hand for the court, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you'll give to the court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you?
yes,
All right, Mr. Pringle, you may lower your right hand at this time. Counsel, have you reviewed Mr. Pringle's advice of right to perform with him today?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Pringle, do you understand that you have a right, Mr. Pringle, do you understand that if I accept your plea of guilty today, that you will not have a trial of any kind?
yes,
Do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to have witnesses called in your defense at trial?
yes,
And do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to cross-examine any prosecution witnesses at trial?
yes,
And do you also understand that you're giving up your right to testify or to remain silent without any inference being drawn from your silence?
yes,
And do you also understand that you're giving up your presumption of innocence and the requirement that guilt be proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
yes,
Okay, all right, Mr. Pringle. Mr. Pringle, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything beyond this plea recommendation today to get you to tender a plea of guilty?
no,
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
yes,
All right, Mr. Pringle, the court will first like to direct your attention to the date of September 23rd, 2019 at approximately 5:03 p.m. Were you in the area of Whitlock Street and Grandma Avenue in the city of Detroit?
yes,
Were you driving a 2009 silver Pontiac vehicle?
yes,
And on that date, time, and location, were you driving without valid insurance?
yes,
Okay. Counsel, are you satisfied with the factual basis for that
Yes.
plea? Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Pringle, the court would now like to direct your attention to the date of April 8th, 2020 at approximately 10:15 p.m. Were you in the area of Grandma and Whitlock Street in the city of Detroit?
yes,
Were you driving a 2002 Chevrolet vehicle?
yes,
And on that date, time, and location, sir, were you driving without valid insurance?
yes,
Okay. Counsel, are you satisfied with the factual basis for that plea?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Pringle, same date, time, and location. Were you driving while your license was suspended as well?
yes,
Counsel, are you satisfied with the factual basis for your plea?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Thank you. The court is satisfied and will accept your client's plea of guilty on case 204-94354, count 1, to an amended charge of failure to display pursuant to the recommendation with a stipulation of probable cause. On that same case, count 2 will accept your client's plea of guilty to an amended charge for improper plates from the pursuant to the recommendation with the stipulation of probable cause, and will also accept your client's plea as charged to 1 count of no insurance on case P10274448 without prejudice with pursuant to the recommendation with the stipulation of probable cause, and will dismiss all other cases before your client today without prejudice with stipulation of probable cause.
So stipulated.
Thank you. Counsel, would you please address this court prior to me sentencing today? Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Pringle is currently receiving state unemployment benefits. I did not get the impression from Mr. Pringle that he'd be going back to work anytime soon. I'd ask the court to consider either to waive the fines and costs or a nominal fine. He's going to need an extended time to pay this.
All right, Mr. Pringle, you have dependent children that you're responsible for taking care of, sir?
yes, I have a daughter.
Okay, and are you looking for work?
Yes,
Okay, and, all right, so the court does find, the court is going to impose an alternative sentence for you today, sir. The court is going to impose 24 hours of community service in lieu of fines and costs, okay?
Okay.
If I may, Judge, in this pandemic world, how is that arranged these days, if you know?
We have a community service division where he can complete community service safely. And we have agencies that we're working with. That's where that can be done. It's happening every day.
Okay, but I mean, does he contact the court or?
No, what's gonna happen is the community service division here, probation department, is going to reach out to Mr. Pringle directly. Mr. Pringle, are you still located on Roselawn?
Yes.
Okay, so we do have a correct address on file for you. Mr. Pringle, I'm gonna send you a message right now through this Zoom portal where I need to gather your current phone number, okay?
Yes. Okay.
Community service division will reach out to you directly. We will send an order for community service over to them and they will reach out to you directly. And they will interview you over the phone. They will assign you to an agency. Once you've completed these hours of community service, your claims will be complete, okay?
Okay.
All right, please send me your phone number by way of chat right now. Thank you.
And so I can make sure, did you say 24 hours of community service?
That is correct.
Okay.
Wow.
Mr. Pringle,
Yes.
you respond? Okay, thank you, I see it. All right, Mr. Pringle, any questions or concerns?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Pringle, you have a wonderful day and please be safe.
You too. Thank you.
You. You're welcome. Goodbye. I'm bringing in Mr. Panko.
Here we are.
Mr. Panko, we're ready to proceed. Calling case P102408, City of Detroit versus Justin Panko. Appearances for the record.
Lebex Walling, representing Mr. Panko. State your name, please, sir.
Justin Panko.
Your Honor, at this time, my client wishes to tender a plea pursuant to the people's recommendation.
Okay. Panko, can you raise your right hand for the court, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you'll give to the court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Panko, you may lower your right hand at this time. Mr. Panko, you have had an opportunity to review this plea recommendation with counsel today. Is it your wish to proceed with this plea today, sir?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and you will be pleading guilty to an amended charge to improper plate. Do you understand that if I, counsel, have you reviewed your client's advice of rights with him today?
Yes, I have.
Okay, do you understand that if I accept your plea of guilty today, that you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to have witnesses called to your defense at trial?
Yes, I do.
You understand that you'll be giving up your right to cross-examine any prosecution witnesses at trial?
Yes, I do.
And do you understand that you'll be giving up your right to testify or to remain silent without any inference being drawn from your silence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Has any, and then also, do you understand that you're giving up your presumption of innocence and the requirement that guilt be proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you understand, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything beyond your plea recommendation today to get you to tender a plea of guilty?
No.
And are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Okay. At this time, the court would like to direct your attention to the date of September 12, 2019 at approximately 4:54 p.m. Were you in the area of Broadway Avenue and Witherell Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you driving a 2008 blue Honda vehicle?
Yes, I was.
And on that daytime and location, were you driving without valid insurance?
Yes, that's correct. I did not have valid insurance.
Okay. Counsel, are you satisfied with the factual basis for this plea?
I am.
Thank you. All right. Counsel, would you please address this court on your client's behalf? The court will accept your client's plea of guilty to an amended charge to improper place pursuant to the recommendation with the stipulation of probable cause.
Your Honor, if the court's inclined to issue standard fines and costs, my client tells me that he can have this paid today.
Okay. Mr. Panko, you are employed, correct?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Okay. The court will impose a minimum fine of $5, mandatory court costs in the amount of $190, leaving you with a balance owing of $195. Mr. Panko, are you familiar with how you can make payment here in this court?
I'm sure I can find the tab to do it.
I just sent it to you. Just screenshot what I just sent you, and that's all the instructions you need to make payment, okay?
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Mr. Panko. You have a great day and be safe.
You as well. Bye now.
Goodbye. All right, Counsel.